Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're actually going to be doing a video about QUANTUMSCAPE. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're actually going to be doing a video about QUANTUMSCAPE. And, as you guys know, if you don't know what QUANTUMSCAPE actually does as a company, they basically engage in the provision of energy storage solutions, focuses mostly on the development of solid lithium metal batteries for use of electric vehicles. Now, as we have seen before, anything that has to really involve an electric vehicle has been gaining a lot of traction lately. I mean, as we can see, the EV market is really starting to be very, very explosive, and it's starting to expand like crazy. Really seeing the year of 2020, a lot of EV companies came to light. A lot of them started to IPO really at the chance of going down the road of battery power. Battery power is absolutely amazing. We had Tesla's massive rally in the year of 2020, followed by a lot of other EV companies that are doing very, very well, like NIO, XPeng, and a bunch of other EV companies. People are really starting to notice the big time, of evolvement in the overtime, that these companies can grow to actually be something a lot bigger. Now, why is QUANTUMSCAPE, a good buy? Why is it a topic of conversation? Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing actually did IPO this year, August 17th of 2020, or should I say last year, at $9.85. Currently up 499.5%. Looking at the 3-month chart, absolute beautiful 3-month chart as well, up 296%, with honestly a high. This thing was trading close to $131, just absolutely insane. Looking at the 1-month chart, currently up 36%. And looking at the 1-week chart, as you guys see, this thing is actually down 44%, almost half its stock value in just under 1 week. And a lot of people are wondering why did the stock drop when it was trading around, $85 to $87 a share, and then all of a sudden this thing dropped to basically under $50 for a brief moment. And the reason that is because there's just no reason. A lot of people, and I know that's really anticlimactic for some people, but the thing is, there actually is no reason QUANTUMSCAPE actually fell short of really anything, in all honesty. Even the CEO, very confused on why the stock actually dropped so much. And even a lot of investors were confused as well. You guys have to understand, at the beginning of the new year, people usually like to lock in profits that they made, during the prior year, and QUANTUMSCAPE having just an absolute amazing run in the year of 2020, it just shows, people are probably like, okay, it's time to lock in my profits. Some people like to go explore other options, other industries, and other sectors of the overall stock market, which is completely okay. But I actually do recommend people actually buy the dip on QUANTUMSCAPE stock. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason why I think people should actually buy the dip on QUANTUMSCAPE stock, and why I'm actually buying the dip as well, is because this company has so much explosive potential to be something much more big in the near future. Specializing in lithium batteries that are specifically put in EV vehicles, we have seen EV vehicles time and time again that they're starting to grow. So you already know that there's going to be a market for quantum in the near time future. The EV market is only going to continue to grow from here. It's only going to continue to expand. And as these companies start to grow more, there's going to be more use for lithium type batteries. Obviously, the market that Quantum is in, it's a very explosive market, and I do see a long-term potential growth for QUANTUMSCAPE stock. Now, I know a lot of people may be scared to invest in the stock, especially looking back at the 1-week chart, really of what happened, and like I said, here's the thing though, I could understand if the stock overall had some bad news or anything like that, or the company was going bankrupt or something, but the thing is, there was actually no justified reason on why the stock actually fell. Yes, there's some sort of speculation that the company is struggling a little bit with sales, but I don't think that should cause a 44.94% price drop in the actual stock price itself. I don't think that was really, I think it's kind of overdone, and I know the stock is probably going to climb back up. This is why I actually recommend people to actually buy the dip on QUANTUMSCAPE. I actually do think this company has a lot of explosive potential in the long-term future. Now, the reason I say this is because a lot of people do focus on the day-to-day aspects of trading. When it comes to investing, you also have to look at the long-term potential of a lot of these companies. Yes, a lot of EV companies are starting to explode, but a lot of people have to keep track of themselves and know that, a lot of these EV companies or lithium battery companies that are really, really coming up and really starting to show themselves are going to be longer term holds, probably like 2 to 5 year holds. A lot of people are really, intrigued by the day-to-day price action. But if you're bullish on a stock and something like QuantumScape in itself is going to start getting more traction as the EV market starts to evolve a little bit more, taking a look at it from a bigger perspective overall. This company was founded in 2010, and, lithium batteries haven't really seen that much of a huge use until EV cars really started to kind of pick up traction. As the market started to evolve over the years, we saw how many companies actually did start to IPO this year alone. In the year of 2020, a lot of people really are looking towards EV to carry us into the next decade. A lot of companies coming out really being creative and innovative what they could do with battery power. Like, you have Tesla, who focuses mostly on luxury cars, but trying to also roll into large battery powered trucks. You have Nikola Motors, and you have XPeng. You have all these companies that are really just doing different avenues overall of really trying to keep it alive. Now, for me, the reason why I think QuantumScape is a buy is because, like I said, for me, I do think that QuantumScape does have overall, what it takes to be a great company, and they, on December 8th of 2020, they actually did release a presentation, on its state battery technology, and then the fact that the technology charges to 80% capacity in just 15 minutes and has greater than a 300-mile range in its batteries. That's absolutely amazing, and it's mind-blowing. I feel like that kind of news was overlooked, but the fact that you can charge something that gives you a 300-mile range, 80% of that in just 15 short minutes, for me, I think that's pretty innovative. And I know that QuantumScape is actually headed on the right track, as a lot more EV companies are going to start popping up, and I'm sure they will, as the market is very, very explosive and people are really seeking the potential to really take advantage. I know that QuantumScape is going to start striking up more deals with a bunch more companies, and I do think QuantumScape does have a place in people's portfolio. And I do think people should buy the dip and at QuantumScape at $57.60. And I personally also do think QuantumScape is a good buy at $57.60. This company is a long-term hold. This investment is going to be a long-term hold. Give it a couple more years, guys, and this stock is actually going to be very, very explosive. Them really focusing on the technology of making their batteries very, very good, quick to charge, and good guidance from the CEO overall, shows that the company has good backing, and it really shows that, the company is going to be growing for a very long time. Like I said, looking back at the 1 week chart just one last time, I don't want investors to actually be afraid of this drop. Like I said, if there was an actual reason why the company in itself dropped 45%, then I could understand why people would be a little bit more hesitant. But the fact that the stock dropped 45% for no absolute reason just makes me want to buy the stock up a little bit more. And just honestly, I'm going to be holding this stock for a while, but I do think QuantumScape is a good buy, $57.94. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of QuantumScape stock. Do you think QuantumScape stock is worth a buy, $57.87? Do you guys think, or do you guys know on why QuantumScape dropped 40% of its stock value in just one day? If you guys own QuantumScape, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.